Morning. Alright, so it is Friday, and when it is Friday, that means it is a day for me to play whatever I want on the Chris Plays Games channel. Tonight, that means we're playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4 Turtles in Time. Turtles in Time, the Super Nintendo game. Some say this is the best Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game out there. I had talked previously about the fact that I was going to play The Fallen. The Fallen was a game gifted to me by one of my viewers, The Gamesman, who's another streamer here on YouTube Gaming, and I was going to play that. The Fallen is an indie platformer, a little bit similar to, you know, Limbo and these other games that I've been playing, but not going to end up doing that. The reason I'm not going to end up doing that is because I have a friend who wanted to play with me, and obviously co-op games for indie platformers doesn't work so well. Hello, Andrea. And so yeah, so we're gonna do a co-op game. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Turtles in Time is one of the better retro co-op games that I've found around, so we're gonna be playing that. But after that, I'm a little bit shy on retro games. So, what I need is some ideas. We've got ideas about what I could play. It could be everything from Mega Man to, you know, anything else like that. And of course, I've got suggestions in the game form. I've got everything from Ghostbusters for the NES to Battletoads and everything else like that. And I'm not saying that I couldn't play those games. I absolutely could. Stupid traffic. Hello. But instead that, you know, I've looked through the list and there's nothing that really jumps out at me. So, this is an explicit invitation to those of you who might have ideas for retro games that I should play to make suggestions. Leave them in the comments of the video or put them in the chat, whatever. Yeah, so I'm the next month, basically what I'm looking at, right, for the rest of this month, for the rest of August, Matt and Max, welcome, is, you know, we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time tonight. Next Friday, I'll be doing The Fallen. The Friday after that, I will be out of town. My daughter's moving to Hampshire, and so I think there's going to be no stream on that day. I need to check my schedule to make sure, but I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to work out. So I am currently looking for people to make suggestions on 2 weeks of retro games, and I'll finish out my schedule for the month. So some of the games that might be included in this, you could say, you know, Mega Man 5 is one of the ones that I don't think I've done. I think I did 4 and not 5. Or maybe I did 5 and not 6, I don't know. Or maybe there's something else that I'm missing. So the biggest problem that I have, of course, is that I don't want to do RPGs. I don't want to do anything that's really long, and I've been looking around and glancing around recently, and I felt like there's a little bit of a, you know, gap where I don't feel like I have a lot of really obvious titles anymore. I've played the Sonics, I've played the Marios, everything else like that. So I kind of have two options, right? One, I could go back and play some of these again. I've been doing this for 9 months now, and it's entirely possible that, you know, some of you would like to see some of these old fan favorites again, and so I could look back at whatever my most popular video was and do one of those again or something like that. There's a possibility that there's more PlayStation or other newer, you know, ish stuff. One of the things I was actually thinking about is Star Fox. I've never played Star Fox, so I don't know if you guys are big Star Fox fans. You know, we could do that. I don't even know anything about, like, I don't even know what platform Star Fox is on, like Super Nintendo, N64, whatever else like that. So I know it's retro-ish, but beyond that, you know, do a barrel roll is essentially the extent of my knowledge on Star Fox. So there's that as an option. So really the question is, you know, what would you want to see from retro games? I need 2 more slots to finish out August. After that, I think it'll be time to kind of, you know, regroup. I've been doing this for 10 months at that point and see if there's anything else there. Well, so, I mean, sure, Star Fox is on the Wii U, like there's no Star Fox on the Wii U. It might be in the Wii U shop, but the Star Fox on the Wii U isn't out yet. Doesn't that come out? Oh, it did just come out, didn't it? It came out like 3 months ago, but that's not the original Star Fox. I mean the retro Star Fox, the Star Fox that, you know, started it all. Super Nintendo Star Fox is way more difficult. Interesting. So yeah, like I said, I don't know anything about these. These are beyond my knowledge and comprehension. But you know, I'm interested in what you guys think as far as what that should look like. So yeah, that's kind of the schedule for the next few weeks. We got 2 more retro game slots. I'm grasping a little bit to find things. For my Friday nights, I've got all kinds of, you know, things that I could be looking at. I could be looking at I could be looking at Transistor and Braid. I could be looking at games like Factorio that are simulation games, although I probably won't do Factorio just because that's a total life suck. And realistically, simulation games didn't seem to work too well for me or for anyone else like that. I did the Roller Coaster Tycoon night, and that was kind of cool, but it wasn't really anything else like that. The other options, I could be focusing too much on consoles or platforms instead of like DOS. No, September 5th I'm not going to be on YouTube for 1 year. I will, November 5th, I'll have actually been on YouTube for a year. I started in Extra Life in November, and so that's what I got. Hello, Fatal and Jose. So that's what we got. The other option is I could be just, so DOS games. I don't know if there's something else. Hocus Pocus, I guess. So maybe we should play Hocus Pocus on Monday. Hocus Pocus was a Apogee platformer in DOS, so we could do that. We could do Monster Bash, another thing like that. So we could do Monster Bash instead. I'm trying to think what else, what other retro games are there that are fan favorites, because I've looked around, I've looked at the best Super Nintendo games of all time and the best Sega games of all time, and basically at this point we're down to, things that are all RPGs. We're down to things that are no longer, the whatever, I don't know. So yeah, this whole live stream and walking to work thing, by the way, seems to be working out relatively well for me. But the problem that I have is that I will soon be, or rather, so I have kind of two channels. You guys know this. The 2 Minutes of Truth live on my other channel. This channel is primarily for gaming stuff, and I think I'm going to keep it that way. The stream that I did yesterday, where all of you showed up and watched and everything else like that, was awesome, and it was super fun. But I actually thought it was on my other channel, and it was on this channel, which is not quite what I intended. So if you folks are interested in having more of these kind of walk while I talk to the camera live streams that aren't about gaming stuff, you should subscribe to my other channel. I have no idea when they'll be scheduled or anything else like that, although usually they're between 8:30 and 9:30 because that's when I walk to work. But you should subscribe to the other channel because that's where it's going to be, if it's not gaming related. So just so you guys know, subscribe to the other channel if you want more of what you had yesterday. 2 Minutes of Truth in 20 minutes, etc. Beyond that, The Fallen will be next Friday. It was originally going to be this Friday, but because my friend is from out of town, where he's been, in Paris for the past year and is going to be moving back there for another year, and we're going to do something together, I switched to a co-op game instead. After that Friday, I won't be live streaming because I will be helping my daughter move into school. And this coming Monday, I will be playing probably Hocus Pocus, I feel like. Either that or Monster Bash. One of the Apogee platformers in DOS. Christopher Schmidt is the other channel's name. I will also add a link to it in the description of this video once I get to the office. Expect that. Once I stop broadcasting, I will go to my computer and I'll add a link to my other channel. Or it's the same as my Twitter username. So search for my Twitter username and we'll get that. Or I can link it in my Discord, discord.me/CPG will get you to my Discord, and you guys can always follow up with me there. Beyond that, Livestream Alerts has delivered more than 200,000 alerts for people, which is pretty cool. There's more than 850 people signed up, more than 150 people using it on any given day, and 303 people using it in the last week, which is a pretty cool set of stats. Could you consider this an unscheduled stream? Well, you can do whatever you want, I guess, since I haven't scheduled it and it is a stream. I think that's fair. Oh, sorry, people behind me. I'm accidentally recording. You're gonna put me right in the middle, so I can't do that. Oh no, you can see them in the reflection. Oh well. I'm so silly. So live stream alerts going well. Excited about that. Working on adding Patreon support right now, which is something I hope to have by next week. On Wednesday, I added support for text-to-speech for donations for fan funding only. It's in a total beta right now. It's super hacky. It'll probably break 27% of the time or whatever, but it is there. And I plan to expand that to other donation services as well. The other thing I'm going to be working on is, there's two other things. One is Miner, and is going to be, the other thing that is, so yeah, one is going to be Miner, which is a feature to add like text outlines to like the web pages for recent subs and donations and everything else like that. And the other is a feature for, oh crap, what was I thinking? Oh, like a total stream of recent things. So like recent follows, donations, etc., so that you can see all that. So we'll be adding all those things as we continue. I also think that adding tweets of some kind, and I don't know if that should be like retweets or something else like that, is something that I want to do as well, so that people can get credit for that. As people want to build social media empires, across all these platforms, that you can combine all those into one on-stream alert that people can use. And also so you can put it on your website, so you can say, okay, like here's a recent log of people who've subbed to me, people who've tipped, people who've donated, everything else like that. Who's holding the camera? I am holding the camera. You can't tell? No, I'm using a stick, so you can see. Wait, does that not work? It doesn't really work, does it? There you go. Now you can see the stick. Yeah. So there's a stick holding the camera. Yeah. So schedule: Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4: Turtles in Time tonight, 9:15 p.m. Eastern. On next Monday, probably Hocus Pocus or Monster Bash, one of the Apogee platformers from the DOS era. On next Friday, The Fallen, a gift from the Gamesman. On the following Monday, not sure. And on the Friday after that, I will be out of town helping my daughter move into Hampshire. So, what time is that for Central? 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time is 8:15 p.m. Central Time. If you don't know how to do Eastern to Central, man, you gotta work on your math. That's an important skill to have here. I feel a little bit bad for people who end up walking behind me, since they end up, being camera-ish. Sorry. So I try and keep myself in the front. Being 14, that's worse. That's worse. If you were 12 or 10, maybe I could imagine that. But like, when I was growing up, from the time I was 6, I would watch things on TV. I guess you guys don't have TV anymore or something, but it was always at 8, 7 Central. It was the first thing you learned when you were 4 years old, is exactly when something would be online, and the difference between Central and Eastern Time was a big thing. But maybe now that cable is out there and things don't have schedules anymore and everything else like that. Thank you very much, Avery. I'm like, I can't read the words because the camera keeps bouncing. Sorry. Yeah, so I think that's it for the schedule. If you guys have other suggestions for games, as always, feel free to hit me up on Discord, find the game suggestion forum, anything else like that. Let me know what you want me to play. If you guys are interested in following my live streams that look like this but are not about gaming, subscribe to my other channel. The one that I did yesterday, I thought was on the other channel, but it wasn't, because YouTube is hard. And fractions and stupid stuff. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great Friday. I hope you folks can make it to the stream tonight. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, co-op with a friend of mine before he goes back to Paris. I gotta cross this street. And Monday will be Hocus Pocus, and Friday will be The Fallen. No stream 2 weeks from today. I will be helping my daughter move into Hampshire, and there's probably going to be no stream. So that's it. I hope you folks have a great Monday. Thank you for stopping by, everyone from Avery to Marky, Jake, Jose, Andrea, and everyone else. Thanks very much for being here. I hope you guys have a great Friday. I will see as many of you as I can tonight, 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. It's probably gonna be a little bit shorter stream than usual, just so I can try and have my computer not blue screen. And I will see you all later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.